Hey y'all. So today let me show you real quick. This is the blanket that I am actually finishing up. This is the Dora the Explorer quilt that I am making for our next door neighbor, and I'm just finishing it up. Just to give y'all a heads up of what I did. The backing is fleece, of course it's Dora. The front, and I do not have my tripod, so please excuse me for all the shaking and out of camera, out of focus, whatever you want to call it. Thing. Okay, so here's the blanket, the top, and of course it is um, cotton on all strips, just random different strips, and then of course my little uh, label that I have that I wrote and all that good stuff. And then for the edge, just to give you a heads up, I did a blanket stitch on it. I did not want to do binding, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I decided to do a blanket stitch on it. Now, the last few things that I'm going to do to it, and that's why it's called finishing it up, is I want to sew this, like, I guess you would call it, what's that word? Like quilt it down or quilting it. I mean, it's already quilted and everything. I did a stitch as you go, and but anywho, I want to do this, just add a little bit more decoration to it, and then I'm gonna give this to my neighbor. So this is my last quilt that I'm gonna do for this month before I go to Oklahoma. I was supposed to go next month, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to go tomorrow night. So say hi. Okay, there goes Mikey. Bye. So let me go ahead and just switch this around. Come on, dude. There.
Mommy,
What happened?
Bella's not giving me the phone.
Bella, give him the phone. You do not need it. And of course, that's everyday life with the kids. They don't give me the phone. So anywho, so yes, this is literally going to be the last thing that I'm going to do to the quilt, to this quilt, which is, I guess you would say, direct decoration quilt. And so yeah, I've been working on it for the past couple of months already, off and on. Um, and of course, I'm having my ups and downs. Right now, I just don't know what to think right now with anything. My aunt, my great aunt, there's one thing that I'm not thinking straight. She is sick, very sick, and she's gonna be going to the nursing home. I think my dad said yes today or tomorrow, something like that, and they're gonna be putting her on hospice. She was on a ventilator and now she's not. And so, like, right now, I'm just trying to keep my mind occupied, trying not to think about anything. She was actually the one that took care of me, my sister, and my brother when my mom had left us. My real mom, my biological mother, had left us. I don't know if y'all know about this or if I said it before in previous videos, but when I was, I think, 13 or 12 back in 97, my real oh Lord, my real mother had left us. And my aunt, my great aunt, my great uncle, they used to live across the street from us, and we used to live in a little bitty town. And no, Mikey, can you tell Abby to give me water with ice, please? my throat's itching me.
Can I get some water too?
Yeah, you could get some water. Oh my gosh, my eyes are
Abby, Mommy, get a cup of water.
I swear these kids. Anywho, so yeah, and when I say abandoned, like, I mean straight up abandoned. My mom, waited for my dad to leave home to go to work. At that time, my dad used to work offshore with my cousin's husband, Matey. Um, and so my dad and Matey, they worked offshore, and so they were out for like 3 weeks, in for about a week or two, and then back out for 3 weeks. so so when my dad left, of course, like I don't know what made her think, but I think the reason why that she left when my dad left was so that way my dad won't like go after her or get mad or whatever. But I don't think she understood that her kids are going to be left alone for 2, 3 weeks by themselves. But then I think she knew what she was doing on that part because, like I said, my aunt and my uncle lived right across the street from us. So I'm figuring that she knew that my aunt and my uncle was going to take care of us like automatically. So that's what I'm thinking. So, but yeah, she like straight up, my mom straight up left us. She was walking across the street towards Dairy Queen where the guy was waiting for her. She had two black trash bags full of her clothes and just kept on walking. And me and my sister were just crying. I mean, we're like, Ma, why you can't leave us? You can't leave us. Like, it was just horrible.
Every time that backstory.
Hush. So, oh my gosh, that feels so much better. So, so yeah, when people says, "Oh, my mom abandoned me" or "My dad abandoned me," whatever, that's what my picture is abandoning, is her literally leaving the kids behind, like leaving them at the doorstep, crying, and she's just like just walking away, not even caring if the kids are crying or not. but but anywho, so yeah, my aunt was the one that took care of us at that time frame. Um, while my dad was gone, my dad was working, and of course my mom was gone, doing whatever she wanted to do. um, my aunt, I know my aunt also took care of one of my other cousins. Her name was Emily, and she had Down syndrome. She passed away, I think. I know it was in January. I would probably say 2009, I believe, because Abby was just a baby when she passed away.
What?
And my aunt also took care of her as well. That was her granddaughter.
Hmm?
So my aunt's always been there for us, been there for all of our family. She is just super awesome. And my uncle, her husband, he's always backed her up. Anything that she's wanted to do, and like if she wants to move from Oklahoma to Texas, he was there. If she wanted to move back to Oklahoma from Texas, he was there. He always supported her, and I always thought that was so awesome. I don't remember how many years they've been married. I'm just gonna say 75 years. I know my uncle is 90 years old. I believe my aunt is, I'm gonna say 73. I This is all like I'm assuming. Um, Once I get the proper numbers, then of course I'll update it. So, but yeah. So this is gonna be my last quilt that I'm gonna be doing for now because, like I said, I gotta move to not move. I gotta go to Oklahoma tomorrow night and be there with my aunt. Like I said, she's the one that raised us when we were little. We would spend the night over there. We pretty much lived there after my mom had left. Um, Even after my dad got remarried to my mom now, which is my stepmom, but I called her my mom, Alma. Um, I was still with them. I was always with them. Um, as you know, like it was, and it's funny because everywhere I went, my cousin Emily went. My cousin Emily, was older. I think I was know. I can't remember how old she was. I would probably say she was probably like maybe 15 years older than me, 17 years older than me, maybe. Or no, not even that much. I don't. You know what? I don't know. Like I said, I got to get the numbers right. Um, but like I said, she had Down syndrome. Emily had Down syndrome, but she was always with me everywhere I went. She went. If I went to the park, I had to take her. And like sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, and but you know, but hey, chill out.
Mom, she won't leave me alone.
Abby, leave her alone.
I want to hurry up and practice.
Story of my life. But I always had patience for Emily. I was always there for Emily. And then when I found out that Emily had passed away, that was like extremely devastating for me. But I don't know. I'm not really going to say much of what I seen and what I didn't like at her funeral and after the funeral. But anywho, so my aunt, my great aunt, she is not doing very well. Her kidneys are shutting down. That's what they had told me. What my dad had told me. I'm concerned about my uncle, my great uncle. But my dad says that he's doing fine. He's sad, but he's doing fine. But like I said, my uncle, he's just gonna play the part. I already know him. He's like super strong. I am like, my mind is just going in so many different directions. I just don't know how to react to it. I don't know what to do. Like I said before, my goal last month or next month was to go to Oklahoma and spend time with them. And then of course the rattlesnake roundup's going to be there, and just spend time with them, and and try to get them out, and do stuff with them and help them out, whatever that they need. But now that my aunt is going through all this, of course my plans change. So instead of going next month, I'm going to be going tomorrow night to Oklahoma. And I'm going to take the baby with me. I am not taking the kids with me because spring break is up for them, and they need to be in school. And I don't know if I want to take them to the funeral or not. Like I said, she is in hospice right now, and her kidneys are shutting down. She can breathe. As far as I know, she's not really responding to anything. Like, I'm assuming she's like sleeping or in a coma or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm all the way here in Austin, and they're all the way over there in Oklahoma, so I don't really know. My dad can only tell me whatever my cousins wants to tell them. My dad was only married to my aunt's niece, which is my mom. So, I don't know. I just don't want to think about it, and I'm like really scared, and I can't even feel anything because what is that word? I can't even feel anything because I guess with the medications that I have. So I don't even of course I'm sad, but I can't even cry. I'm just sad. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, to not cry or not want to cry. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep on trucking, do what I gotta do. This is the only project that I have right now that I gotta finish up. And then of course when I come back from Oklahoma, then I'll continue up um, some more projects. So like I said, right now all I'm doing is just adding some quilting decoration onto on the Dora quilt. Like I said, I've been working on this for a couple of months already, off and on. It's not because obviously I work. I can't work because then I'll go crazy. But it's off and on because of, I guess you could say, my moods or the way that I'm feeling. Like I've been having really bad days lately, and of course, come to find out, the reason why I'm having bad days is because I ran out of my other medications, the ones for nighttime, and I didn't know. So yeah, my psychiatrist, he refilled my prescriptions, and now I'm back on track, which is good. I just hate taking meds. I hate it. Like, I wish there was like an alternative for me so I wouldn't have to take medications, like something natural. So all right, well, so far so good. Here's one line. There it is. And this is all I'm doing right here, just doing a little vine, leaf vine, on the quilt. See, that does look pretty cute. So yeah, continue on. So, god damn it, I'm just stressed out and scared. I just think about my grandma and my aunt and my uncle. You know, they're like party animals. They're like the life of the party. I remember when I was little. When I was little, I used to go to the bars with them. And that's, I guess you could say that's bad. Well, obviously that's bad. But you know, back in the 90s, nobody didn't say anything. Um, like, like my dad would be we used, like I said, at that time we were living in a small town. We were living in Cuero, and my dad was, after a while on the offshore thing, you know, he had to stay obviously inland because you know, he was always gone. And he got a job in Cuero at Fulapep. It's a feed store company. And and so every Friday he would get off of work. At Friday, my aunt and my uncle would drive us, would drive all of us, you know, me and my sister Emily, and of course my tia. We'll go over there to Cuero, and there's like a bar literally a block away from Fulapep, and we would go to that bar, wait for my dad. My dad comes out, and then they're just partying all night. And of course, you know, my dad would, of course, not only buy us drinks. For me, it was Dr. Pepper. My sister, I think, was Sprite. But you know, he would buy us like a burger or a hamburger, you know, hamburger or whatever. And to me, I thought that was cool because we got to eat good, you know, American food, hamburger, instead of, I call it poor people's food, which is like carne asada, carne picada, fideo, conchitas, you know, sopa. To me, I mean, now of course I love it, but I still call it poor people's food. And yeah, and man, I mean, we would go to Cuero. They would be drinking it up over there in Cuero. We'd go to was it nursery? I don't know. There's a little bitty town that's in between Cuero and or not Cuero, Yorktown and Victoria, and there's a little bitty bar there. I don't think it's a bar anymore now. But anyway, we used to go there. Um, Places in Victoria, Kennedy. I mean, we would go everywhere, just bar hopping. That's all. That's all we did. We're always partying, but me not. My aunt, my uncle, my cousins, and my dad always party. Um, I guess you could say that that's bad, but like I said back then, it was normal, you know. And then um, Friday night they do that. Saturday morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, me, my dad, and my sister, we would all go to Cuero in the morning, 6 o'clock, and we would wash the 18-wheeler trucks, and we would do that all day. Well, mainly my dad and the other helper or coworker or supervisor, whoever he was. But every once in a while, me and my sister will get up in there and clean the 18-wheelers and stuff, which to me was cool. My sister didn't really like it. And then at the I think like around 12 o'clock, a little after 12, then that's when we would go to that same bar. And this is where I get mad at my dad. That hard working money that we earned from washing the trucks, he spends it at the fucking bar. All, like, probably all of it or majority of it, because Monday or Sunday, Sunday, the next day, I'm like, Dad, I'm hungry. And then he's like, okay, well, let's see what I can find. And like, of course, yeah, my tía always helped us out, but then I know that my dad would pay them, to take care of us. And I do know this, that I remember when we would get food stamps, my dad would buy food for us, for my tía's house, and for my cousin Marcy and Lupa's house also, because she would make food for us too. So yeah, my dad would have to provide food for 3 households, and after a while, I could see that my dad was getting burned out and stuff, because like he was like working 2 jobs, and then of course taking care of 2 preteen girls, and of course my brother, and my brother is actually my half brother, which is my dad's stepson, but he's taken care of my brother since he was little, that my brother calls him dad. That's his dad, no matter what. So yeah, it was just a bunch of drama. Bunch of drama. But but yeah, I could see after a while my dad started getting burnt out, and and I remember there was times where my uncle, he would be honking 7 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, beep 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 beep, and he's telling my dad in Spanish that my aunt is waiting for her money, for taking care of us. My aunt, like, you don't mess with my aunt. My aunt, like, she was a fierce one. She may be freaking 4'9" or whatever, but she was fierce. Like, she didn't take crap from anybody. And of course my dad was like, well, I can't cash my check until, I don't know, whatever time. And then of course, he paid her. And then of course we moved on. We moved to Bloomington, and then that's when my dad met Alma, and then we moved to Victoria, and then we moved to Austin. So but yeah, just for that short, well, it wasn't a short time period, it was like about 2 years that my aunt had taken care of us. But for those 2 years, she was always there for us. Granted, they never really went to a football game because that wasn't their thing. Granted, they never seen any of my volleyball games because they were too busy drinking. But when I was done with my games or done with my track meets, they did, oh, how did you do, Mija? Oh, I'm so proud of you. They did give me that. So I can say that. They did acknowledge me running and doing volleyball, tennis, um, but they never went to any of my games. So, and I did talk to my dad about that before. I was like, Dad, how come you never went to any of my football games or any of that? And then he was like, whoa, we did go to your football game. I said, no, you went to the football games when they were already, when it was like, when my time off the field was already done. Or you just seen like the last bit of my performance or whatever. And it was funny. I remember one time I was getting off the field when I was in Del Valley, and my dad was like right there on the stand, and my dad had his little cowboy hat and all this stuff, and Alma was right there, and I was like, Dad, did you see? And he says he did, but I think that my dad just came in right at the last minute. He says he did, but I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I think that's one of the main reasons why I don't drink. Is because of what I went through when I was little. So, all right, I'm halfway done. There it is, halfway done. You can see a little difference. See, there's that. I'm coming up to the halfway point. It's right there. Let me. Should I trim now? Yeah, I guess I could trim now. Yeah. So just in case if nobody knows or if I haven't said before, which I think I've said it before. Yeah, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I'm a boring person. Pretty much. The reason, like I said, the reason why I don't drink or smoke is because of my dad. I would see him spending all his money scrounging around for cigarettes, and when to me, I think he could have bought us like hamburger meat or a taco or a burger or something, instead of looking for money for cigarettes. And I've told him that. And of course he's sorry about it. And, he's sorry. And then, of course, he was like, that's just the way that we grew up. That's just the way that I grew up. And I would tell him, I was like, Dad, you didn't think that was bad? And he was like, no, I mean, that's the way I was brought up. And, I'm just going to do what I was brought up to do, But, you can't change the past, but you can change the way that you do stuff in the future. Oh, excuse me. Good grief. So yeah. And I am sorry for not doing any videos, I guess you would say, this past month and a half since our wedding video. Like I said, I haven't really been feeling good, been up to much, not wanting to do anything. I like my wanting to do stuff just really wasn't there. Like, it even got to the point where it was like, I don't even want to get up. Like, why am I even here? Like, what's the whole point of me being here? I'm just nothing, Like, it got to that point. And then when I seen my psychiatrist a couple of weeks ago, then he was like, yeah, are you taking this? And I was like, no, I ran out. Well, why didn't you call me? Or why didn't you? And I was like, I don't know. I was supposed to call you. I don't know. I had to think about it. So yeah. But now, back on track. And thank goodness the VA didn't let me slip through the cracks, which is good. So, like I said, one day at a time for me right now. I'm working on it. You know, doing as much as I can for the kids. Um, so, yeah, just one day at a time. Uh-oh, I heard a baby. 30 minutes. All right. So what's this? Well, with me talking and stopping, I'm not going straight through. But I'm almost done with the quilting, the decorating quilting on the Dora blanket. If y'all want me to show y'all how I did this, I can show y'all. It's actually pretty quite simple. This is what I did on this is the quilt as you go method, but with a little bit of pizzazz, if you want to call it. That's why I have like a little bit of extra stuff on it. But yeah, I put some batting in between the fleece, you know, the door part, the fleece, and the quilt top. So that way it will be a little bit cushionier. I don't know. Because our neighbor, our across the street neighbor, which was Miguel's nephew's ex-wife, her daughter is learning how to crawl, sit up, you know, stuff like that. So, and they have hardwood floors, so I wanted it a little bit more cushionier, so if she was like to fall over or whatever, it wouldn't like bunk her head badly. So um let me see. Oh yeah, one thing, I don't even know if I've even told y'all before, but okay, so every year I do gardening. I do my gardening. I always do cucumbers, tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, strawberries. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Every year I do those. Well, this year I want to do something a little bit different. So not only those, but I also added red onions, which I don't eat, but my husband do use it. Well, everybody uses it except for me. Red onions, green beans, sunflower, chives, which I don't use, but everybody uses it. I think that's it. Yeah, so that's 4, 4, 8. Yep, that's 8. Oh, and lettuce, 9. So, oh, and carrots, 9, 10. So that's 10. Oh man, my bobbin ended. Damn it. Well, at least I didn't go all the way through, so that's good. I gotta refill my bobbin. So this year, you know, I start everything by seeds, and this year I wanted to do something a little bit different. Well, they've all sprouted, and let me see. Now I need containers. I need big containers. I wanted to do the trough, like the watering trough, you know, that you do for horses and stuff, those galvanized containers. But over here at Callahan's, and I didn't know they were expensive, but they wanted like, I think it was 105 or 115, something like that, for a 2 by 2 by 3, 2 feet high, 2 feet wide, and 3 feet long. But I don't have that kind of money right now. So I was like looking around pricing and stuff. Well, I think I might as well just do that, or not look like at the smaller towns, like at the farmers feeds places and stuff. See, maybe they might have it cheaper over there, but I highly doubt it. Because my green beans are already, oh, you stupid thing. My green beans are already coming up. My sunflowers are already coming up. My carrots, I need to separate them, or else I'm going to have ugly carrots. instead of straight carrots. But to me, ugly carrots, straight carrots, they're all the same because they all taste the same. But it would be nice to have nice, pretty carrots, I guess you would say. Um, so I need space. I'm not gonna answer you right now because I am sewing. Oh, he's probably gonna say like, "What do you want? What do you want to make? What do you want to make for dinner?" Because I haven't even defrosted anything. Oh wait, is he at Sam's? I think he's at Sam's. Or he's probably gonna ask me, or not. He probably wanted to ask me, what did I? Oh man.
Hey,
Yeah,
do you want some church's chicken?
churches.
Yeah. Well, what do y'all want?
I don't know. Is that what you want?
You know, I was thinking about it because we ate steak last night. I don't want to fucking eat rotisserie chickens because I'm just sick of them already. But I got those green beans if you put them in the pot or something and steam them or something.
Okay.
And then we got the mashed potatoes, all those mashed potatoes, because I made a whole shitload of mashed potatoes.
Yes, you did. So warm up the green bean or cook the green beans. Warm up the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, but don't warm them up in the plastic, though, because, you know, that plastic's bad for you. Or what do you want? What do you want to eat?
No,
If you
that's
want to
fine.
eat chicken, then we can go get something else or whatever.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Well,
Where are you at?
not that churches. I'm upstairs in my room. Not churches. Do the chick. What is that? Golden chick or bushes?
Golden chick?
Yeah, golden chick or bushes, because that churches. They don't. I don't know. They're not doing it right. Remember, it's all greasy and not even cooked all the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hadn't been over here in a long time.
Yeah. So no churches, either golden chick or bushes.
All right, well, I'll get golden chicken closer.
Okay. And then warm up the mashed potatoes and cook the green beans.
Yeah. Just put them to steam in the steamer.
Okay, ready?
They'll steam real fast.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Where are you at?
Now I'm downstairs.
Where you at?
Now I'm downstairs.
Oh.
I just took the baby out of the playpen.
There was a 1952 Singer on Craigslist for $300, I think it was.
Huh?
There was a 1952 Singer for $300 on Craigslist.
Is it just a shell? Oh, Singer.
No,
I thought
it's
you
the whole
said
fucking.
Stingray.
No, Singer.
What kind?
Singer, 1952.
Oh, okay. Is it working?
That's what it says. It works perfect.
What kind of Singer?
251 model or something like that. I thought it said. How much did that lady want for that feather light?
The featherweight, 300. 400, but it had all the pieces in it.
Yeah, this is all the whole cabinet, everything. The whole fucking little, you know, that little stand-up little cabinet that it like folds out of.
Okay, but I mean, I really wouldn't mind having that, but the thing is that I need a bigger sewing machine for my quilt to fit in. Remember?
Yeah, well, that's what it was saying, that it was heavy duty, made for quilts because it could sew to leather.
I don't know. I'll have to look.
Yeah.
Well, one way to find out is message them, ask them when we can meet or something, and then go from there.
Anyway, well, I gotta go.
Bye, bye.
I gotta go over there. Bye.
Bye. Okay. I don't know if y'all heard that conversation. Oh, hold on. Mark. Hold on. Y'all can look at my brother for a moment.
What happened?
Say cheese.
No.
Mark, can you, oh shit, where'd he go? Mark, can you wash this? Wash this for me. I gotta boil the green beans. I gotta boil the green beans. Just wash this out for me. Miguel's gonna go get some chicken. I gotta do the green beans. Where's the green beans? I gotta get the green beans. Here it is. Wash, trimmed, and ready to eat. Abby, don't be lollygagging.
It's like she's scared to clean something.
Abby, read it. Abby, why don't you wash it? Wash it.
I did wash it. That's why I got to.
Well, if you
No,
wash
if
it,
you
you
wash
can't put it back in the dirty. Yeah. Here,
So-
hold this. Here, hold this. Look, we're gonna learn how to wash dishes.
I don't know how to wash dishes.
Of course you don't, because you're stinky. Okay, you put the thing,
Y'all have
you
an
put the
idea,
dirty
y'all
dish
just playing
inside
around.
the water, the soapy water. You get your sponge, and then you just go like that.
You're
You gotta-
right.
And you gotta,
I've seen you and Bella wash dishes
See?
before.
and then you just scrub all
I just
inside, all around. Make
Act
sure
like
there's
you never
nothing
did in your life.
holding, sticking onto it. You do the outside too, do the bottom, you do the rim. Okay, you do it right here, the handle. Okay, make sure there's nothing right here. So you gotta get inside there. If there's anything right there,
Something's gonna break. That thing's
And
gonna
then-
break one day.
no.
I told
Then
her.
you rinse it.
I told
Then
her.
While you're rinsing, you want to feel if there's anything stuck on here.
Don't forget to give
See,
this
you
to the
feel
kids.
it too. You might have missed the spot.
Don't forget to
See?
give this to the kids.
There's
If not,
literally
it's
nothing
gonna
right
go in
there.
the trash.
There, bam. You just
Bam.
learned how to wash dishes, huh?
Don't forget to give this to the kids. If not, it's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
go bad.
no, we're gonna
Kids.
We'll eat
Kids.
that. We'll eat that too. We'll warm that up. No, Asa, move.
Because he don't
Oh,
want-
and
he
mashed
don't-
potatoes.
Because he don't want no old food in there at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, no. All right.
Here, you can have your phone back.
Okay. So Theo Marky's gonna wash that pot, put water, boil it, and then let me get
You're the one that should be doing it too, Abby.
Oh my gosh.
You really are teaching me how to be
I
an
gotta
adult.
finish up my project. That's why I need your help.
Now just put it
This water,
right.
I'm gonna just dump it out. It's
doing?
already.
I try to put it down
Okay.
like
There.
everything.
These little girls are old enough to help
I
out.
know they
A
are.
little bit more. It's not gonna hurt. Unless they have pneumonia, then they got an excuse.
Okay. All right, I'll be right back. Let me finish this up. Just boil the water, and then I'll do the green beans. See, I can never finish a project. I don't know how Donna Jordan does it. Well, of course, she sews at her shop. So that's how Donna Jordan does it. And it's probably how Jenny Dones does it, sewing at the shop. But Angela Walters, she sews at home, but she sews at night. I can't do that because I have to sleep at night. All right. All right. Come on, B. Let's get this going. Let's finish this up. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five lines to go. All right. It's already, so I already filled up my bobbin. I already talked to Miguel. I gotta look at the video, see if it like videotaped all of that, like what he's saying, and of course I'm sure it videotaped what I said. And then of course, be washing dishes, showing you how to wash the dishes. Because Abby wants to be a little poopy party baby. Almost done. 45 minutes. I'm probably gonna get this. I hope I would get this done before 1 hour. So yeah, thinking about that. Thinking about all that. Oh, and then rattlesnake roundup's coming up soon, and that's where I want to sell my quilts, and I'm just gonna have them the same price, all of them the same price. I think there's probably like one of them that I need to finish up. Like I have it all pinned together, but I do need to sew it, like finish it up. So I think that's probably what I'll do when I come back or something. I don't know. Still debating. So, yay. Another thing that I keep on thinking about my family, you know, my great aunt, my great uncle, is of course my uncle. Like I said, my uncle's 90 years old. You know, his wife is in hospice. He's already lost a daughter, you know, one of my cousins, some years ago, and she was super awesome. Josie, she was so nice. She was always there for them. Always, you know, if they needed anything, she was there for them. She was super nice, super awesome. She didn't have any kids, but she loved her husband, Roger. And, but of course, you know, like I said, she passed away suddenly. And then, of course, my other cousin, Emily, she passed away, you know, years before Josie. So, you know, my uncle, he's lost, you know, quite a few of his family members. And of course his brothers and sisters are, you know, are obviously, you know, dropping too, or passing away too. So, you know, I can just imagine. Well, you know what? I can't imagine. He's just so strong. You know, my uncle is just super strong, and he won't tell you how he feels or anything. He's not very sentimental, or at least to me, in my perspective, he's not. Lately, he's like, okay, so I remember when I was little, I would always ask him questions, always like talk to him. Oh, Theo, that. Like I was always, my dad always called me 21 questions because I always ask questions. And my Theo would be like, you know, tell me in Spanish, oh, what do you want? No, we didn't do that. You know, because I would always be like, did y'all used to ride horses back in the olden days? He's like, no, we didn't do that. But of course, you know, now he'll tell me, you know, when I had asked him, what was your first transportation or your first car? And he did say 10 years old, he had a buggy and a horse. That was his first car. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. But it's, I guess, you know, when you grow older, you know, you change the way that you are, stuff like that. And I thought that was pretty cool. So, all right. So I just started this other line of quilting because I'm stopping, and I do not want to stop. I want to keep on going. I got 3 more lines of this decorative quilting to go on. Let me see if I can hold this up. Like I said, I don't have my tripod. I don't know where it's at, but I wonder if I can do this with one hand. So, come on. There it goes. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. This is scary. Sewing with one hand. Oh, Lord. Now, that'll be a good challenge for quilters to do. The sewing one-hand quilting challenge. Oh, this is hard. There we go. Okay. Oh, don't. I'm steering away. Hold on. How do I fix this? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Oops, wait, where am I at? There it is. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Okay, now steered back to normal. See, I need my tripod. And this is the many reasons why you should have a tripod while filming and sewing. All right, there we go. Okay, so there we go. You know, I think someday or maybe soon, I think I want to do a sewing video of like just having like my phone or the camera, I guess you would say, just right here, or like just like this, and you don't even know what I'm quilting or what I'm sewing, and don't even show y'all like what's out here. Just have it just like this, and then you're gonna be like, what the hell, a whole hour of just that, just doing that. Oh, that'd be so cool. I bet you I could piss off some people like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to come back to, well, no, I got that much left. No, let me, Abby, Asa's right here.
What?
Okay, let me make sure, because I want to see how it looks like. Oh, I'm steering. Oh, I'm steering away again. See, this is hard. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Come here, Bella. Abby, real quick. Come here.
Yeah.
So that way you could, I just got like literally a handful left. I want to see how my quilt looks like. Here, hold this.
Okay.
I just want you to videotape.
Okay. What
But
about
you
the
gotta
baby?
you gotta move your hand out of the way.
What about the baby?
Asa's right there. He ain't going nowhere.
Well, tell Bella to watch him.
Look, right there. There you go. Just hold it just like that, okay?
One person got off your video. One person got off your video.
Oh, well, because you're moving around. See? You're the cameraman.
Oh, man. I lost them. What have I done?
That's all right.
Oh.
They'll come back.
No,
They
no.
always do. Are you looking at it?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was trying to sew with one hand. It didn't work. All right. Let's back this up.
In a little bit, can I go to the bathroom?
Hold on.
Hurry.
Let's see how this looks like so far. I got 3 more lines to do. Okay, now you can go. Here, give me this. Ooh, look at that. That does look nice. That looks so much better. That is looking awesome. Oh yeah, that looks super cool with the extra quilting. That looks awesome. Okay, I'm gonna turn this back on me. What? Bella, watch the baby real quick. Just real quick. I'm trying to finish this up. Okay. What are you doing in the restroom? What are you doing in the restroom? I swear that girl poops like there's no more tomorrow. I told her she needs to drink more water. Asa! Hi. See, I'm gonna have to stop. Stop. Okay, take him back downstairs. Y'all go downstairs. Go downstairs. Okay. Both of y'all go downstairs. Asa, go with Abby. No. Go with Abby. Come on. Because you're gonna make me have a heart attack. Here. I'm almost done. I got like 3 lines left. No. No. Here, hold on.
He's not making it.
Okay, hold on.
He's not letting it.
No, Asa. Here. Play with him. Just real quick.
Where's the little baby going?
Mark, is that pot clean?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be there in just a moment. Oh my gosh. Man, I wish I can like freeze stuff in time just to do stuff. Okay, so I just want to finish this. I just want to finish this. I just want to finish this. Then I can cook the green beans, warm up the mashed potatoes, and then I watch my kids. Make sure my kids don't fight each other. Now Ace is starting to get up the stairs, climb up the stairs. I hope I wasn't starting another story and then I got sidetracked. Oh shit, I hope not. Let me know in the comments below, of course, if I had started a story. I already forgot. I forgot what I was even talking about. Oh yeah, my Theo. Yeah, he's a strong guy. Yeah. Yeah, and his first, oh yeah, and his first transportation was a horse and a buggy. 10 years old. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, back then, he wouldn't have told me that. He would have just said, oh, go over there, go play. Y'all need to settle down. Why is he crying? Oh, because he's in the playpen. That's why. He doesn't want to be in the playpen. And I guess I can do... Well, no, because I only did those. No, I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Well, then I'm done then. Cool. Let me turn this off. Let me show you my quilt before I go. Oh no, you know what? I am gonna need. Oh, and I did finish it before an hour. Yay. Okay, okay. Here it is. All right. There's the quilt. Oh, you stupid ass. There you go. Yay. There it is. Hey, I am done. This is the Dora quilt for my neighbor's baby. Isn't that awesome? It is a quilt as you go method, but with some pizzazz, which pretty much mean I added a few stuff. And then of course this is the backing. Just some little Dora stuff. And just to kind of give y'all a close up, I put some little polka dots on the corner of this end, because I was running out of pink, but you wouldn't know because it looks even. See, it looks even, so you wouldn't even know. And then some crazy material, some ballerina shoes because I like ballerinas. This was one of the materials that I used on her sister's quilt that I made for her some years ago.
You need to hurry up, Bella.
And then, hurry up, Bella! I don't think you're pooping. I think you're just sitting there watching a video. And then this is the last one. The last type of material that I used. And then here's the end. And then there's my little my little label that I wrote. That's it. All right. So I hope y'all like. So I hope y'all like the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that other good stuff, what all the other YouTubers says. And I will see y'all in the next. Peace.